Welcome back to the gun dungeon, guys, and we've got another, you guessed it, 10mm ballistics gel video. Pretty excited about this one though, because this is a factory loading 10mm from Federal with the HST using a 200 grain bullet. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to do. I love the HST bullet, but what concerns me a little is on the side it says full power 10mm auto, 1130 feet per second muzzle velocity. Now where I come from, that's not full power 10mm. Full power 10mm is a 200 grain bullet at 1200 feet a second. Whether they measured this out of a short barrel, I don't know, but I've got a chronograph here, so we'll figure it out, and I'm shooting it out of a Glock 29. So if this was a full power load at a 200 grain bullet around 1200 feet a second, I would expect to see around 1140 to 1160 feet per second from a Glock 29. That's from my XDM 4.5 inch barrel, 1200 foot per second bullet, 200 grain, will give me about 1140 to 1160 out of the Glock 29, the same load. So we'll see if this is actually a full power load, or if that is, you know, full power from a short barrel, or if that's what they're calling full power from a 4.5, 5 inch barrel, which I don't call full power. Either way, these look really nice. They got the nice nickel case. They're not cheap. This is the little Gucci box, the little plastic box, as you can see here. I don't know why they do that. I'd rather them spend some money on the ammo as opposed to the box and lower the cost, but whatever. So as I said, we'll be using the Glock 29, one of my favorite carry guns, and we've got 4 layers of denim. Old Jim's ready to ride some gel again. He's ready to rock and roll. He's been doing good since his last surgery, so hoping it stays that way, even though these are supposed to be powerful loads. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and load up and put some bullets in some gel. All right, 1,105 feet per second. As I figured, that was probably velocity from full-size barrel on their box. Now, before we take a close look at this block, I want to be completely upfront. There are 2 9mm bullets in this block. They're from a previous video. I did not cut it down because it was just 2 tracks, but there we go. We definitely got expansion. Top probably looks a little better. Definitely got expansion there. A lot of denim drug throughout there, and those 2 are 9mm, and their sets are HST right at the back of the block. 16 inches of penetration. Now the velocity did not impress me, but that expansion, that wound track looks good, and the penetration's not over or under. It's about perfect. So let's try a couple more. I'll put a low shot in on the next one, and let's see how it does. .1107. Consistency's there, that's for sure. I'll go around this side this time. Low track looks exactly the same. I mean, good expansion, good wound track. Did not contact any of those bullets in there, kept trucking. And look at this. This time it went 21 inches. You can see the bullet looks good, I mean, good expansion, so I'm not sure why it went so much deeper, but you know, physics is physics. Can't explain it sometimes, but it's the way it happened. Had 16 inches of penetration and 21 inches of penetration. Looked like the same amount of expansion. We'll see when we dig them out, but let's do one more shot. So there it is. It's calling a duplicate. Like I said, the consistency is there for sure. I'm not gonna lie, guys, Jim's taking a hell of a ride on with this ammo. So I put this shot to the left, so it's the closest track you can see, that burnt looking one. Probably the best looking wound track of the 3. And there she goes. And the deepest penetrator of the 3. What is going on here? We had 116, and then this one is almost 24 inches. I mean, it is a 10 millimeter and a 200 grainer, so I guess penetration is expected, but that one kind of caught me off guard. I guess that changed my expectations. Probably my fault. But you can see, look at the denim drug all the way right at the back of that bullet there. Show you the wound tracks again. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Jim's he's taking some height on this one. We'll dig them out and see what you think. All right, so we got them dug out of the gel here. Left to right, deepest penetrator to shallowest. And I see why that one did not penetrate as deep. It hit that 9 millimeter bullet. That's my bad, guys. Sorry about that, but I would discard penetration results from that one and look at these two for that. Definitely deep penetrators, but that one still expanded. You can tell it was expanded when it hit that bullet. This one expanded, I mean, great. Look at that. That's devastating results there. This one's still carrying the denim and still expanded. Let me see if I can roll that out of there. That's a good chunk of denim still in that bullet. Still stuff stuck everywhere. Still great expansion. So there's the results. Like I said, I would discard the penetration, the lesser penetration from that one, because it did hit a bullet. These two did not, and you saw how deep they went. Jim, what do you think, buddy? So I'm gonna plug my own channel here a little bit and say, if you didn't see the Hornady 135 grain Monoflex Hunter bullet, the handgun Hunter bullet gel test video I did previously, go check that out. Because the reason I'm saying that is because that was handgun Hunter. But if I was going to pick a hunting load, it's going to be this HST 200 grain load that just proved that it will penetrate and expand. The one before, that was more of a personal defense load, if I'm saying so myself. But even then, wasn't really that great. But anyways, you got penetration and expansion with this load. This is probably a pretty good load for hunting. I mean, especially if you put it in a longer barrel, pump those velocities up. Federal, please, for the love of God, release this bullet for reloaders and let me make a load with this bullet. I would love to have a 200 grain HST bullet to load with real 10 millimeter velocities. Or if you won't do that, then give it to Buffalo Bore or Underwood. Let them guys actually pump it up where it's supposed to be. And then I would love to see how this bullet performs. First time I've ever seen a 200 grain HST 10 millimeter bullet. So guys, I love that you're making it, but we can do better on those velocities, I'm just saying. So that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Until next time, guys, stay tuned.